Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to review the trailer for the 1983 movie called Scarface. This is a fan favorite film and a all-time iconic cult classic for followers and devoters out there to this particular vision of a film. This movie starred, of course, Al Pacino as Tony Montana, a Cuban immigrant who came to Miami in 1980, I believe, after Castro opened up all his jails, put everybody on boats and sent them to America. But they didn't get their paperwork finalized until they underwent like a rigorous screening process or something. So in this movie, it indicated corruption in the in-between state of like being in America and being in this camp, but nevertheless, you had to do things against your better judgment to get into this country and to get a green card, as indicated in Scarface. At a certain point where Tony and Manny have to pull off a hit and an assassin in order to get paperwork to get into the country. So it indicated varying levels and extents of corruption at that particular juncture in the film. This particular movie, of course, came out in the earliest 80s where, drugs was popular. People associated drugs with party experiences rather than hardships and true tragedies, of course. So I'm going to go back and review this trailer that I recently watched for your very listening pleasures. Of course, I saw this film, but I had never watched the trailer from that perspective of it. So I thought it would be cool to review this film. Like, wow, I remember this. The early 1980s. I could think about all the cool fashion at that time. So things were good. All right, let me relive this experience and review this film. All right, now Tony Montana is being shown in an interrogation room. So this is the very first scene of the film. They're shown asking him his name and things of that nature, and then he replies who he is, and he throws in singular wit statements in between that, and he smiles. He says that he's happy to come to the United States. Now they're showing the riot in Freedom Town. Now they're skipping straight ahead to Miami, where Tony and his brother Manny are shown wearing nice clothes. They're walking through a resort type of theme location, and they look like they're very successful at this point. Now, Tony is seen sitting down with his boss, Frank Lopez. I believe Frank Lopez's girlfriend is asking him to dance. Now, Tony and Avira, the girlfriend, are shown on the dance floor dancing as he smokes on a cigar. Now, the scenes are skipping to other scenes where the dialogue doesn't necessarily match the scene of the film. I think that's cool. So they're showing Tony now sitting down talking to his banker, and his banker is saying about the money situation in regards to them needing to charge him higher rates. Now they're mentioning the American dream. Tony is shown in his immense pool-sized bathtub. I believe he's smoking a cigar at the same time. Now his wife is shown pouring a drink into his face as they sit down at some fancy restaurant. Now they're showing the money push it to the limit scene. Now Tony is shown talking with Alejandro Sosa, the guy that he ended up making a huge drug deal with for cheap cocaine, I believe. All right, now the mob, the killers, the hit team are shown advancing on Tony's estate. Now they're shown killing people. Now they skip to another scene unrelated to it. All right. Now the cop Mel Bernstein is shown tapping Tony on the shoulders at the nightclub. Now he's sitting down talking to Mel Bernstein, and Mel Bernstein is heard saying your rights can be violated by the Supreme Court or something like that. All right, folks, I'm not going to give any more of this film away. You're going to have to go out and see it on your own. Thanks for tuning in for the trailer review, and let me know what you think about it.